Hey, what's up guys? SkillzWG here and welcome back to another Brawlhalla video. Today we got something a little bit different. Today we are going to go over my opinion of the best legend for each weapon. Alright, so this is once again, this is my opinion. This is no like facts or anything. This is how I think. I'll go over why I think that. And also this will be including the weapon, the signatures of that legend, the stats of that legend, and so on and so forth. And I guess let's just jump into it, and I'll tell you, kind of explain why and how I think about things. All right, and the first one we're going to go over is sword. Now, I believe we have quite a few sword. Let's actually get off. Can we make it so it doesn't collapse crossovers? Yes, please. Thank you. Too many crossovers. So we have quite a few sword legends. A lot of them are pretty good. My opinion on the best sword legend itself, like sword itself, is probably, it's kind of weird, but I think it might be Thatch. Thatch's sword is insane. I don't know about you guys, but I think Thatch's sword is just so good. The signatures that Thatch has, it's just amazing. Like every single sword sig on his is so good. His blasters, on the other hand, are terrible, in my opinion. Well, in my opinion. So, whoops, let's get him sword here. So he's got some quick movement. So his sword is very quick and fast. His defense is kind of what slows him down a little bit. But his signatures, like this thing hits like a truck, right? And it's like, it's got such a big swing, such a big hitboxes. This also has a huge hitbox, is so powerful, so destructive. It's insane. And this one is a very good catch you off him, like catch behind, a lot of dodge reads and stuff. It's just so good. Just dead, just gone. So I think that's just sword by itself might be the best sword legend in the game. Now, in terms of legend overall for a sword, I'm not sure. Like I said, Thatch's defense is kind of poopy. It's 3, and if you have the defense, that's 4, so it's pretty low. If I was to say anyone else besides Thatch to go for, I would go with either Koji or Bodvar. Bodvar has a very good all-around stats. His signatures are very good. He's got the spike sig, which hits down. So he's got a very good sword too. On to the hammer legends. We have not as many hammer legends to choose from. Taros, Cassidy, Nash, quite a few other ones. But my top pick hammer is probably going to be Cassidy. Now, the reason is Cassidy's signatures are pretty crazy. The neutral sig on Cassidy's hammer is so good. And Cassidy has insane deck, so makes hammer combos just crazy. So I'm pretty sure Stomp neutral sig is true here. Alright, well, whatever happened there, that was pretty interesting. So that was not it. Yep, so that's true. So that's a kill combo if you've ever seen one. Dead. Right? Look at that. Side sig, very spammable, very quick, very long range attack. Get out of there. Up and around and right back into it, no problem. Just something like that. Very good. Down signature is a little bit questionable. It's definitely not as good as the other ones, but it's still a very good sig itself. But most people use that neutral sig and side sig. Like, you can actually like spam it against a lot of people and still do very well because of it just being so quick of a hitbox. Look at that. That's just crazy. Such a good one. The sigs, like I said, the stats are pretty good. If you want to, she's not fast. Cassidy is not fast, but she has the dexterity high enough to make quick movement with hammer itself. And that is very good. I know I see a lot of people playing Bodvar's hammer because he's, like I said, he's just got the stats that are very good. But best hammer is probably Cassidy's and Thor's, the new legend that came out not too long ago. Thor hammer. He has some very good signatures also. His down sig where he just jumps up and throws away. His side stick's very, very quick, and he also has a very good roundabout of stats. Don't forget, if you don't agree with me, and you have other comments to put in the comments below, let me know what you guys think is the best legend for each weapon. I would love to hear your opinions. Obviously, this is all opinionated. Like, even though Cassidy might have the best hammer in my opinion, I definitely see pros playing Bodvar way more with hammer. And it might be just because they like the sword as a secondary weapon too, you know, because not a lot of people play blasters in the pros and everything like that. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think is your favorite legend per weapon. But anyways, we're gonna go right on to the Rocket Lance, and that should be an easy one, honestly. I think Lord Vrax by far is the best Rocket Lance legend. You could put another dex stat into it for 9 dex for some crazy quick Rocket Lance moves. His signatures, in my opinion, are just broken. They're crazy. Down sig is so good. The one where you throw people away. Let's just jump right in real quick and show you neutral sig. Very far reach. It actually used to be way better. Rocket Lance. So like if they do any dodging up, that's 4 frames. Even if they dodge up and away, that's actually a 2-frame hit, which is crazy enough. Look at that. That's crazy. Down sig off the wall like that, and he's already dead. This game, this character is broken. Rocket Lance is insane. His defense is another thing. He's kind of low defense, low attack, so he doesn't really get the damage off, and he gets hit pretty hard. But his speed is very good, and his just movement with the Rocket Lance is so good. Side sig, you can see right at the beginning of this thing right here. That green thing that comes in the air actually has a hitbox up that high. So that's what makes his side sig bigger than anyone else's for the side sig. You don't have to hit him straight on to hit him. It's pushed crazy. And then this is also just insanely. Look at that! It's so good! People come attack you, just hit him. So good. Signatures are so good. And the stats are so good. Rocket Lance on Vrax, in my opinion, is the most broken. Other characters, I'm always going to say other characters that are like good too, because I don't... If you want to play Rocket Lance and you don't like blasters, you don't need to play Rocket Lance, right? Or Lord Vrax. Other good Rocket Lance characters. Scarlet, one of the best. Her signatures are very good. And she has a lot of power behind her hits. And you know what? I don't know. I'm gonna say it's kind of even between the rest. There's not that many Rocket Lance characters, so we have Orion might honestly be the next one. He's got very good defense and speed, so it's pretty good. He's got some good signatures. But I think Lord Vrax and Scarlet is probably the best, and the rest are pretty close in line. They have some okay sigs. Vector's a new one, so he's still kind of new. I do like his stats that come with Rocket Lance, so he's actually one of my favorite Rocket Lance characters. But I don't know if he's the best yet. Alright, so next one we got here is Spear. Oh, you know what? I should just totally do this because you can't see the stats. I'm trolling. I'm trolling here. Okay, so the Spear is the next weapon. And now my top... This one's not as easy for me, but I think the top Spear legend might be Wushang. He's got some good stats to go along with his spear. It's very quick. He's not fast itself, but the spear is quick itself. His signatures are very good. His side sig is very good. Another one that comes to mind is maybe Bryn. Has some crazy good sigs that go with her. It's between these two in my opinion. Like honestly, either one could be the best spear. Kaya has a very good spear too, with very good defense, but a lot slower. Like honestly, a lot of the spear legends are very good. I like Mirage's spear. I like Orion's spear. I like Dusk's spear. They're all, in my opinion, very good. But I do think the best is probably Wushang. His signatures are just so different, and they hit very good. They're not even that much different. Here, let's get his spear sig is so quick, right? Boom. And you're just out. Side sig, and his neutral sig, which picks up, but like anyone behind him, in front of him, it catches a dodge read in, and he's almost dead already. The down sig is a good way to put your position out of the way and punish somebody for it. And like I said, that dexterity really helps for getting his attacks out and moving on to the next one. And then you have the spear for Bryn, which like that neutral sig comes out so fast and hits very, very good that it's just a good anti-air move to use. And with her down sig that hits stacked and behind, like it's just crazy. Look at this. Look where it starts. Right behind her. You can do the spot dodge. If someone comes to attack you, you spot dodge, down sig. Immediate punish for any attack that they hit. People have done this to me so much. If they're going for the attack like that, you just spot dodge there, down sig, destroyed. Side sig is pretty good. It's okay. It's nothing like amazing. It hits from very far away, but nothing too far. But these other sigs are just so good. Look at that. And it also hits if you do a sliding one like this. It will hit the. Let's see if we can get this person off here. It should hit the back of the stage here too, like that, and kill him. So. Lots of good things with Bryn Spear to be one of the best spears in the game. Alright, the next one is Blasters. Now, Blasters is actually kind of difficult for me because I have a Blasters main. I've played Blasters for a long time. I think Lord Vrax is my personal favorite Blasters. He's very quick, very fast, which is what you need with Blasters, and his SIGs are pretty good. There's nothing really wrong with it. But I do see most of the pros playing Diana, which also has some crazy good SIGs. And the stats are more general. Also with Lucian, who has a lot more defense. And look at that speed. It's crazy. That speed is insane. And obviously with Katars being its backup, Katars are pretty much always good. There's nothing bad against it. His SIGs are very good. So I'm going to say we're going to go between Vrax, Diana, Lucian, and I'm going to say even Cross. Cross has some very fun and good SIGs. Stats are pretty good, especially with the deck stance all around. The gun SIGs are very different, very good. So I'm going to say he's probably the bottom of those lists, but Vrax, Lucian, Diana are probably the top Blasters picks. Vrax just because he has the speed and dex to make quick movement with it. Lucian has the defense to go along with the blasters. Plus his SIGs are all very, very good. Hits neutral air, hits a down SIG. Let's look at him. So we have Lucian here who's look at the speed. It's just crazy how fast he can move around. But look at these SIGs. So this SIG is really good because it's a very good backup displacement of the character hitbox. So if they were going to go to where you were, down SIG. And it hits pretty strong. Plus this side SIG here, dude. This is a great reversal. They're coming at you from the side, right? And you're like off stage. And you just pop them one, if I can do it. And they'll go switch around. And then now you're on the advantage side. Boom. Look at that. And then the neutral SIG is one of the best anti-air neutral SIGs in the game. It hits stacked. It hits stacked. And look how like wide this hitbox is. Look how far it goes up. It's very, very high up there. Very good in my opinion. Look at that. It's pretty crazy. So you can do a reverse for someone who's gonna dodge through you. That's one. That was a one dodge frame window. If I could do it ever again. But anyway, that was crazy. However I did right there, just very good SIG. Alright, next one we have here is Katars, and this one's so easy for me. Azuri. Oh man, she looks kind of good with that skin, don't she? I am not an Azuri player, I'm not a Katar player, but I think Azuri's Katars are the best by far. Followed up maybe by Lin Fei, who also has very good Katar SIGs. Lucian has very good Katar SIGs, but not as fast. But in my opinion, Azuri's just... So many people use Azuri. Her dex is very, very good with Katars. Her SIGs are insane. This neutral SIG is crazy scary. Let's see, what is it? This? Look at that! It's crazy! And it's not even used there. It's used when it's off stage. Something like that will just kill someone without even like worrying about it. It doesn't hit stacked. I think it used to. Not sure. But yeah, it's just Azuri. Azuri is, look at that, one jump read and dead. I mean, obviously they're in red, but even then, that spike is so crazy to get them off stage and down with Katars being the way they are off stage. The side sig here hits. It actually is kind of deceiving on how high that Katar hits, or right here, right there. Look how that actually hit. The hitbox is pretty well up there. We need to show hitboxes. Look at that. That's really high up there. I can hit that. I can hit some like single jump in the air people. So another good one, and then the down sig is very good at hitting any kind of dodge in, spot dodge type of deals. Just a very good sig in general, but definitely that neutral sig is the scariest sig by far. Plus the dex on Azuri being so good, it makes Azuri the best Katar player in my opinion. And other good Katar legends, Ragnir has some very good sigs that go along with Katars. Very good. May even be the second best Katar player. Or Lin Fei. Doesn't have a lot of attack though. Like I said, 3 attack, kind of small. But it's still very good, semi-good sigs. It's between these two for second. And so on and so forth. I think the rest are kind of mediocre. Lucian is very good sigs, but I don't think it's up there in the top of the best used. Alright, so the next one we're going to do is Axe. And Axe is questionable for me. I think the top 3 Axe players probably has to go to Brynn, Ulgrim, give me here in a second, and Jala. Actually, I think Jala's Axe is the scariest Axe in the game by far. Like his dex and attack is just so crazy, but the defense is what kind of gets people away. You know, you can give that one extra defense for one less dex, probably worth it. That Jala skin right there is pretty cool. I like that one a lot. But Ulgrim has some very good sigs too, but is a little bit slower, but has a lot of defense, pretty good speed, pretty good attack, but that dex is pretty low. And then Brynn is just all around a good Axe player in general. But the sigs are kind of, I think the neutral sig is the only super usable one. The down sig is pretty good. But I think Jala's Axe is just scary. All right, going over these sigs here. The side sig is pretty like a normal sig, so it's nothing like overly amazing. What's kind of scary is the down sig, right? If used correctly, this thing can like hit a lot of people when like spot dodge or like just over the ground like that. And then this neutral sig that hits so high because you get a fake for going down and then neutral sig, and then anywhere off the stage they're just gone. Like goodbye, see you later. Ooh, look at that. Look at this, it's just got such a good hitbox. It's crazy, it's so amazing. So that's why I think Jala might be one of the best Axe characters with the dex it has. Like, she is just so fast, but also that defense kind of turns people off. So that's why I think even though Jala has one of the fastest, one of the best, scariest axes in the game, it may not be the best legend, and that's where it might go to Brynn. Next legend we have is the bow, or next weapon we have is the bow. And the next legend we have, I believe, actually might be Vector. The newest legend in the game. Vector, it's still early to tell, but Vector might have one of the best bows in the game. And the bow legends are actually all pretty good, honestly. He's got some slow sig, so it's kind of hard to tell. I think Koji is pretty far up there on the best bow, along with Diana. Diana's neutral sig. So scary of a sig, so bad. Like, it hurts so much, neutral sig with bow. But Vector's bow, dude, the sigs are all very, very good. There's like nothing that's bad about any of them, except for the neutral sig. It's not bad by any means, but it keeps you on spot for a second. It hits really high, like right above you. Look at how fast that is. So like, boom, down sig, perfect. Obviously, you gotta get a dodge read first, but doing something like that. Look at this down sig too. That was an neutral sig, by the way. I said down sig for some reason, but this down sig right here, what? It's so good. Dodged in through, dead. If he dodged in, he was still gonna be dead there. Reminds me of Ulgrim's axe. So very, very good sig. And then this sig, side sig, nothing super quick, but look how far this thing hits, dude. I hit that person when I was standing right here with a dash. Still hit them, no problem. Look, see where they land. I bet you I can hit them from here. I can, it's crazy. Small maps, dude. This thing is just crazy. Still hit him. I was all the way on the side. Oh man, that's what I'm saying. These sigs are just so, there's like really not a wrong sig you can do. Kill potential up off the stage using that. Hit them up like that if they're in more health. Look at that, dead. If you hit them right, and it hits a little bit which direction you're aiming. So this way, or if you turn around this way, you can also do a reversal like that. I think he's the best. He might be the best bow in the game. And his sigs, he's got speed, he's got defense. It's a little bit slower on the decks, but nothing too crazy. If you're used to a little bit slower decks, you could use him very, very well. If you want that more decks, Koji or Diana, that neutral sig on Diana. Nightmares, dude. Nightmares. Hate it. And now we are on Gauntlets. Gauntlets. Which ones are probably the best? Could it be the Mordex? It might be the Mordex, honestly. He's got very good signatures. His stats are all pretty good. Dex is a little bit low, but the side sig is very good. Hits in crazy spots, I wouldn't think. The down sig, being able to throw a person up or down, is very, very good. Neutral sig is it's nothing amazing, but it's good at hitting certain dodges, Dex. So the gauntlets on his is very, very good. But I also think Petra actually might have one of the best signatures, or the best gauntlets in the game too. Let's see, who else has some good gauntlets? Core does, Wushang does, nothing too crazy. Val has very good gauntlets. It's kind of hard, man. The gauntlets are kind of hard, but it might honestly be between Petra and Mordex or Val. Val has also good, all around good sigs. I'm gonna give it to Petra maybe. Let's check out these Petra sigs. They're just absurd. They're crazy. They're different. Nothing about them are. So down sig, right? Look at that. That's crazy. The displacement of your character is on this is just so good that you just like will not get punished very easy for it. Right? You can do this out of it already. Immediately out of it. It's just crazy. Then we have the neutral sig. Now this might be the most broken sig at the game. Maybe not. Wow, I just changed my character like 15 times. But it's a very good boop. Does it hit grounded? It does. You just hit this where whenever you feel like, you know, throwing out a big old neutral sig, just do it. It's very good at punishing, like especially if you get side light, neutral sig, or get them in the air somehow, or let's say do a recovery. Look at, they're almost dead. I just barely even hit the person. Dead. Something like that, you can use that. You can use it on the ground for neutral airs. The neutral air, look how high this goes, right? It's up 3 jumps in the air in order to get away from it. Side sig is kind of nothing like too special. It's pretty quick. It's very, you know, normal forward punching one. So it's nothing like amazing. But the other sigs are just so good. Petra's stats go good with gauntlets. The only problem with Petra being is that Orb is very similar to gauntlets. So like it has the character itself if you're using both weapons. Orb is very fun. But the orb is another small weapon. You know, it doesn't give you a secondary, like a long range weapon or anything like that. So it's still a little bit questionable if that's like the player of choice for Gauntlets, but Gauntlets by themselves, I think Petra is just so good. All right, now the next weapon we have is Scythe. Pick any legend you want. Next we have Cannon. Gotcha. I just gotcha. No, Scythe is crazy, man. The best Scythe is probably Mordex. No. Ooh, it's so close. Best Scythe between these two, definitely. Fate's Scythe is very, very annoying, very good. Mordex's Scythe is also the same way. And these two are okay. Artemis's is okay, nothing great. Ooh, I don't know, man. One of these two, honestly, one of these two. Probably Mordex has a little bit better Scythe because his neutral sig. With a couple of Fate's Scythe sigs, you have to charge up a little bit more to go farther and do more things with them. But neutral sig on Mordex, very, very good. No problem with it. Side sig is very good too. Nothing too crazy about the neutral sig. It hits a little bit higher than other like side sigs. Sorry, that was side sig. As you can see, like right in the end here. See how those little spikes up like that hit? Nothing too crazy though. Neutral sig is a very good anti-air, but the down sig is what is crazy because down sig, you get that little step back, right? You get that step back that people, if they're gonna attack you, nice back. But then you could choose, right? Boom. You do nothing. You let go of the thing, and it throws them backwards. So you can hit them, throw them backwards. But you can also go like this and throw them and hold the direction that you're aiming, and throw them forward. So you can do something off the, if you do, you know, get them off the stage like this, throw them back. Now they're in position to get munched. Another, throw them forward, and just a great sig. Nothing really amazing or negative. That's just what's amazing about it, right? Is that its ability to choose which way you want it to go. When you already have Scythe that makes it choose which way, you know, neutral air and down air, both choose which way you want to throw them, and then have another sig to go along with it. Pretty good. Now we have Cannon. Cannon, baby. One of my other favorite weapons, and it's kind of iffy. This one's kind of all over the place. So there's only 4 cannons right now. 1, 2, 3, and then Lin Fei is our 4th. And that is, they're all different, is what I'm trying to get. So we have Vizal, the big hitter, 9 strength cannon that's scary as can be. His sigs are okay. Neutral sig's the best. Actually, I think his down sig might be the best. His neutral sig's okay. His side sig's okay. Then you have Isaiah, which is kind of all around, but has really good down sig. His down sig is, I have killed with down sig on cannons so much, it's so crazy. His side sig is terrible, and his neutral sig is pretty okay. Lin Fei being the fastest of them all by far. Fast X, fast speed, not as much damage. Neutral sig, down sig, and side sig are all very good. And then Sydra's kind of another middle ground character with some pretty good sigs. The neutral sig is probably the best on her with cannon. The rest are kind of okay. But with only 4 cannon legends, and they're all being so vastly different, it's hard to pick a good one. So you kind of got to go with what you feel like you want to do. You want to hit the person 5 times and kill him? Pick Zal, baby. Zal will kill so fast with cannon with 9 strength. And he just don't need the speed. You want to have those sigs that you want, shoot him off the edge of the corner with a down sig? Pick my man Isaiah. Lin Fei, super quick, has some very good sigs. Let's just take a quick look at these sigs and show you what I mean. How you can use these things. So good. She's so fast. Not putting a lot of damage out as much as, like, say, Zal, but you can do that down sig. The displacement sig right there is just so good. And when you do a neutral sig in the air, it actually will spike him down. So let's see if I can get this guy off the edge here and hit him with this. Look at that spike, baby. Woo! Very, very good. The neutral sig is, look how quick this sig is. Up, out of the way. Very, very quick kill move. I see Sandstorm when he wants to play Cannon in 1v1s, he picks Linfei because of how, I'm guessing because of the neutral sig and how fast she is. You want to pick fast Cannon legends for 1v1s, but then Zal for 2v2s because of how much damage he puts out. Still doesn't have a lot of defense, but and then the side sig is still kind of mediocre on Linfei. It's pretty good. It hits very far away, but very slow and very punishable at the same time. And then last but not least, we have Orb. Orb is the newest weapon that has came out, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Orb characters, but this one is kind of easy in my opinion. Fate's Orb is just on another level. Her SIGs are just so good. Stats are pretty good, a lot of damage, and you can add a dex or a defense however you like it. But the Orb SIGs, this SIG, very good. Also has an active input. You can aim down, kick the person down, followed by a down air sometimes after that. Something like that. See if he can come back up again. I don't play Fate, so I don't know how it goes. But this SIG right here. Oh, nightmares. Again. Neutral SIG. Used after neutral SIG. So quick. So good. It doesn't hit grounded. That's okay. Get this guy out of here. Nope, but just look how quick this is. It's so fast. It's so fast. And then down SIG, another active input. You can throw them up or you can throw it to the side. Either way. But also a very, very good SIG because it's a lot of active frames in one area, but also you can almost immediately get out of it. So if you miss, say you miss it. Oh, I keep hitting him. Stop hitting him. It's so easy to hit. You can just get out like immediately. It's not, or after you do that, you can do. Look how quick that is. No, like nothing. So in my opinion, best SIGs by far. And dead. Oh nope. But just so good, so good, by far. If I was to pick anyone else, the next one might be Petra. Thor's Orb's kind of okay. I don't know how I feel about it. Petra's Orb, just the rest of them are okay compared to Petra, in my opinion. He has some very good SIGs. His neutral SIG is crazy. He can actually have like this weird thing where he can stay in the air for almost ever. I like Dusk's. Personally, Dusk is my favorite Orb character, legend. I like his character. I like his SIGs. I like Spear and Orb together. But Orb in general being the best. I think it's Fates by far. All right, guys, that is it for today. Do you guys agree with it? Do you not? In the comments down below, put what you think is your favorite legend for each weapon or whatever you think. If I said something different, you don't agree with it, fine. That's okay. Respectful comments down below because everyone's respectful on the internet. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys did. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.